7,000 years ago, one civilization began a journey that would create one of the most powerful empires in history. Today, we call it Iran. Imagine a land where some of the oldest civilizations on Earth were born. A land of deserts, mountains, empires, and revolutions. For more than 7,000 years, this region has witnessed the rise of kings, the fall of empires, and the birth of one of the most influential cultures in human history. But thousands of years ago, the world knew it by another name: Persia. This is the incredible story of how Iran was born. Our journey begins around 5000 BC, on the vast Iranian plateau. Early farmers and villagers built simple clay homes. They raised animals, grew crops, and slowly formed the first communities. These early cultures laid the foundations of civilization in the region. Among them were the mysterious Elamites, one of the earliest powerful societies in southwestern Iran. They built cities, temples, and early governments thousands of years before many other civilizations even existed. But an even bigger transformation was coming. Around 2000 BC, new groups began arriving from the Great Eurasian steppes. These were the Indo-Iranian tribes. They were skilled horse riders, warriors, and nomads. They called themselves Arya, meaning noble people. From this word, the name Iran was eventually born, meaning the land of the Aryans. Over time, these tribes settled across the plateau, forming the early foundations of the Iranian people. By around 700 BC, these tribes began uniting under powerful leaders. The first major Iranian state emerged, the Median Empire. The Medes controlled large territories and built fortified cities. But their power would soon be surpassed by one of the greatest empires in history. In 550 BC, a young ruler changed history forever. His name was Cyrus the Great. Cyrus united the Persian tribes and defeated the Medes. Soon he began building an empire unlike anything the world had seen. Within decades, his empire stretched across 3 continents. This empire became known as the mighty Achaemenid Empire. It ruled lands from Egypt to India. For the first time in history, millions of people from different cultures were governed under a single imperial system. At the heart of this empire stood a magnificent city, the legendary capital of Persepolis. Its enormous stone columns, grand staircases, and intricate carvings symbolized the power of the Persian Empire. Every year, representatives from across the empire brought gifts to the Persian king. Persepolis was not just a city. It was the symbol of a global superpower. But no empire lasts forever. In 330 BC, a young conqueror from Macedonia marched east. His name was Alexander the Great. After a series of fierce battles, Alexander defeated the Persian army. He captured Persepolis. And in a dramatic act that shocked the ancient world, the great palace of Persepolis was burned. The mighty Persian Empire had fallen. But Persian civilization did not disappear. It would rise again. Centuries later, a new empire emerged. The Parthian Empire. Parthian warriors were legendary horse archers, capable of firing arrows while riding at full speed. They fought powerful enemies like the Romans and controlled vast territories. Yet another even stronger Persian Empire would soon rise. In 224 CE, the Sasanian Empire came to power. The Sasanians restored Persian traditions, culture, and religion. They built magnificent cities and ruled for more than 4 centuries. Their empire became one of the 2 great superpowers of the ancient world, rivaling Rome itself. But a new force was rising from the Arabian Peninsula. In the 7th century, Arab armies expanded rapidly across the Middle East. In 651 CE, the Sasanian Empire collapsed. Islam spread across Persia. Yet something remarkable happened. Although the religion changed, Persian culture survived. Persian language, literature, and traditions continued to flourish. Iran adapted, but never disappeared. In 1501, a powerful new dynasty reshaped the region. The Safavid Empire unified Iran once again. Most importantly, they declared Shia Islam as the official religion of the state. This decision would permanently shape Iran's national identity. Cities like Isfahan became centers of art, architecture, and culture. Centuries later, in 1925, a military leader named Reza Shah Pahlavi took power. He launched massive modernization projects. New roads, railways, schools, and industries transformed the country. Then in 1935, a historic change occurred. The government asked the world to stop using the name Persia. Instead, they requested the original native name, Iran. From that moment, the country officially became known internationally as Iran. But the story did not end there. In 1979, massive protests erupted across the country. The monarchy was overthrown. A new political system was created under the leadership of Ruhollah Khomeini. This event transformed Iran into the Islamic Republic that exists today. From ancient tribes and desert kingdoms, to world-spanning empires, to revolutions and modern politics, the story of Iran is one of the longest continuous histories on Earth. For more than 7,000 years, civilizations have risen and fallen on this land. Yet through all the chaos of history, Iran has endured. A nation shaped by empire, culture, and resilience. And its story is still being written today.